Introducing the principals. First, in the red corner, wearing the black trunks with the white trim. He tipped in at an even 184 pounds. This gentleman has a record of 10 wins, 2 losses with 6 knockouts. All the way from Clear Lake, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome aboard Jeff Spider Meachem. Meachem. And his opponent in the blue corner, wearing the blue trunks with the white trim. He weighed in at 182 1/2 pounds. This young man is a 1984 bronze medalist in the light heavyweight division. He is currently undefeated in 6 professional bouts with 3 knockouts. From Atlanta, Georgia. Boxing fans, here is Evander Holyfield. Holyfield.
Okay, fellas, the rules were gone over with you earlier today during the weigh-in ceremony. You have any questions at this time? Okay, shake hands now. Come out fighting at the bell. Good luck to you both.
Evander Holyfield, who became one of the most talked about Olympic fighters. First, you remember, he had to earn his position on the squad by beating world amateur champion Ricky Womack twice in 2 days at the box office. Then he knocked out his first 3 opponents. Then he went into the semifinal bout against Kevin Barry of New Zealand, and midway through the fight, the referee had said to break, and at the exact time the ref gave that verbal instruction, Holyfield let loose with a big left hook to the head. It knocked Barry out cold, but Holyfield was disqualified, and that denied him the opportunity of capturing a gold medal. So he is one of the most motivated fighters coming out of the Olympics, unable to get that gold in controversy in Olympic competition, and now as a pro he is going for the gold, and he has been perfect so far, Randy. 6 fights, 6 victories, 3 by knockout. His last fight, August 29th, you saw it right here on USA. First round TKO over Rick Myers, and that was in his hometown of Atlanta. Now is Holyfield, who steps up to the cruiserweight division.
Evander Holyfield comes into the ring with this angry demeanor. He's one of those fighters who carry a Roberto Duran-like attitude into the ring. He has bad intentions on every punch he throws.
He won the 1984 National Golden Gloves title. 5 consecutive knockouts on the way to the crown. When he opened up his professional career back in November of '84, went up against Lionel Bayarm, and that was a tough assignment for his debut, and he won it in 6th round.
Lionel Bayarm, one of the toughest fighters I have ever seen. Not a big hitter, but he just throws and throws at you. He keeps coming. He's got a great chin, and it was one heck of a fight to take for your pro debut.
And the second one, he comes back against Eric Winbush, who was once ranked in the top 10. Matter of fact, once KO'd Matthew Saad Mohammed. And Winbush was down in the 2nd round, and Holyfield then beat him in 6.
What happened after that? Winbush tasted the power of Evander Holyfield, and after he got up from that knockdown, just ran. He didn't make for a pretty fight, and Holyfield was frustrated, but just went right after him and won every round of the fight.
This is scheduled for 8 rounds. How many weapons does Holyfield have?
Just about everything. He throws a hard jab. He puts the combinations together. The hook is his real good punch, but watch his right cross. It's also devastating. And now they're adding. They're trying to get him to throw these uppercuts with a lot of power. You just might see it tonight.
Well, what danger can Meachem present to Holyfield?
I think the only danger he'll present is if he really moves and just tries to outbox him, then perhaps jumps in with a sneak sucker shot. Meachem is a good fighter, but he's nowhere in the league of Evander Holyfield. I don't know how many guys are.
Inside 10 seconds, and what a left by Holyfield of Meachem remembering. In the black, a delay in the corner of Holyfield.
Leave it to co-manager Lou Duva. He made a mess in the corner over there. Now trainer Georgie Benton's got to mop it up.
And Larry Hazard, one of the best referees in the business, shows that he does anything in the ring. Gets this started. He has one thing on his mind: get these fighters together. And some more points for Larry Hazard.
You're seeing a lot of Evander Holyfield tonight. You're seeing some real boxing ability, his willingness to come in and slug. But then when he doesn't knock a man out with one shot, he just keeps boxing. He has a body that reminds me of the body owned by Matthew Saad Muhammad, who won the light heavyweight championship back in the about 1979 through about 1983 or so, cut out of black granite.
Well, Holyfield has stepped out of that light heavyweight division after 6 fights. Now is a cruiserweight. He says that he relies on his quickness in the ring more than anything else, that he'll use his speed every fight. Thinks that he's really fast for a big man.
Holyfield told me that he can easily make 175 pounds, but he feels a little bit better at about 182, 183, around there. So they're going to try to move him up and send him after the cruiserweight championship.
Well, he weighed in tonight at 182.5 pounds, 6'1 1/4. His opponent, Jeff Meachem, 6 feet, 184. Midway through the second round. Well, how high up could Evander Holyfield go? Moves from the light heavyweight to the cruiserweight. Does he have the kind of body that can make a heavyweight fighter?
I do believe so. He's 6 feet 1 1/4 inches. Now, you just said heavyweight fighter. You mean cruiserweight?
Let him go, Jeff.
Heavyweight.
I don't know. You know, we saw Michael Spinks do it against Larry Holmes, and I still think it was a fluke. No, Evander is not a heavyweight. Although there might be a heavyweight or two he could beat, he belongs at light heavyweight and cruiserweight.
Right now, he has Meachem real flat-footed. The legs really separated.
Meachem, he's doing an escape job here. He's just running, keeping his distance, and whenever Holyfield comes close, you see him fall out with that left hand like he's doing there, holding it in the face of Holyfield, who was just taking his time.
Meachem, though, putting himself in a position to really be caught off balance.
Holyfield will soon start reading that left hand that is being held in his face, and he'll launch an overhand right that will find the chin of Meachem.
Meachem, born in Jackson, Tennessee. He's 29 years of age, now living in Clear Lake, Texas. Record of 10-2 with 6 knockouts. And for our local cable systems, we'll pause now for these messages. Well, I'm glad you're able to join us ringside right here at Harrah's Marina Hotel Casino. That's the scene for Friday Night Boxing on USA. And you are looking at one of the fighters who became one of the most popular, publicized fighters in the Olympics. In the blue trunks, Evander Holyfield. Public sentiment certainly his way. Still didn't help him get the gold, as he was disqualified in the semifinal bout in the Olympics. Holyfield taking the bronze and now going for the real gold as a pro. Undefeated in his first 6 professional fights, 3 by knockout. And of the knockouts, 2 came in the first round and 1 in the second. And the other 3 fights that went the distance, Holyfield, you got to give him credit, coming out of the amateur ranks, going in against pretty good competition. Lionel Byarm, Eric Winbush, and also Tyrone Booz. He fought Booz when he was ranked in the top 10 of the USBA. And now Holyfield trying to climb all over his opponent, Jeff Meachem, who has taken him here into the 3rd round. It's scheduled for 8.
A few moments ago, we saw that right uppercut by Evander Holyfield. That's the shot I told you they're working on with him, the right uppercut and the left uppercut. And when he owns those punches, he will own every punch in the book. That's like a pitcher being able to throw every pitch, the slider, the forkball, the knuckleball, and everything. This is a complete fighter.
Midway through the 3rd round. Well, the last time we saw Holyfield, that was in August in Atlanta. That time, Lou Duva, they were trying to find out what the proper weight was for this fighter, whether he was a light heavyweight or a cruiser. They put him through all kinds of tests. They have changed his diet around, which was once all junk food, and now more nutritional. And Holyfield, as it appears, that you see the body well constructed and looks right as a cruiserweight.
No, it's just Lou Duva who eats the junk food now.
Right. And the right by Holyfield. Meachem returns his own, but he is not going to make out in a trade-off with Holyfield. 45 seconds left in the third.
Holyfield taking his time, getting some work in here. I guess he realizes he hasn't had much work in the last few months. What was that first-round knockout of Rick Myers back in August? And he's very confident at this point that if he is trying to carry Meachem, I don't like that because the two guys at any moment can step in and butt heads, and all of a sudden Holyfield's open. There's that right hand that Holyfield's been waiting for, holding it back. What a right hand it is.
Meachem ready to crumble there, and then Holyfield finally tagged him with the right. Meachem responding, getting back up. This is third-round action, and Meachem pushing Holyfield away.
Now you can...
Fourth round. It is scheduled for 8. Meachem surviving the third round after hitting the canvas as Holyfield pokes with the right.
Watch Holyfield. He carries that right hand right up by his chin and launches it from there. A short punch it is.
Holyfield in full control. Doubles up on the left. And Meachem tries to come back, barking in the face of Holyfield as he throws the punches, and Holyfield just flicks him away.
Well, intimidating him, that's one thing. You'll never intimidate Holyfield. And Meachem just was looking down at the canvas. I don't know what he was looking at. Maybe he thought his nose fell off with one shot.
Jeff, let him go.
Holyfield continues to stalk his prey. And Meachem also looking to really be tiring here in the fourth round. Appears as if every moment the opportunity gets, he'll try to hold on to Holyfield.
Meachem being managed and trained by former featherweight contender Kenny Weldon out of Houston, Texas. Kenny Weldon now I'm trying to put the words together here. Plumpish. A friendly kind of light heavyweight. Now Kenny can take it. We make jokes about him all the time. He likes to eat. What can I tell you? So we got two eaters in the corners. We got Weldon in one corner, Duva in the other.
Well, that may be the next matchup. Holyfield going after Meachem. The knees buckling. And Meachem now bailing out, trying to keep away from Holyfield. And when that doesn't work, he wraps Holyfield around the waist.
Meachem basically fighting a survival kind of fight. He's not fighting this fight to win. He's looking to, as Rocky Balboa has taught us about, go the distance.
And turning his body on Holyfield could be dangerous. 30 seconds left in the fourth round. Could Holyfield be picking up the pace anymore? Well, not any more than that.
That was kind of like a body slam right into the ropes. That wasn't a knockdown.
And Meachem can't believe it.
He's laughing. Come on, Larry, man.
Well, it bides some time for Meachem. Fighters ready for the fifth round. Jeff Meachem in the black trunks has been down twice. One was questionable. One was more a tackle. Evander Holyfield in pursuit. All over Meachem. Larry Hazard watching closely. Meachem's nickname is the Spider, and you could see why by watching this fight, as he has been trying to wrap up and tie up Holyfield, mostly in defense. There he is again, trying to get the arms around the waist of Evander Holyfield, who is after his 7th consecutive victory as a pro. The Olympic bronze medalist in 1984 in L.A.
Well, Meachem, in his eyes, he shows some respect. His eyes are open wide. You see pain in his eyes, and you see fear. Lots of it.
And you see an unorthodox. There he goes. Third time he is down. And that is it. And now he's trying to fight his way away from Larry Hazard. 3 knockdown rule is in effect here in New Jersey at the discretion of the referee, we may point on. And the discretion there of Larry Hazard, and he called it off. And Meachem now questioning that second knockout, or knockdown. But it is all over. Evander Holyfield had a nice workout in winning his 7th in a row, his 4th KO.
Well, that's exactly what it was. A nice workout. The finishing blows here. Meachem was hurt. He was hurt in the 4th round, getting a bit tired. A few nice body shots from the heavy punching Holyfield. And then it was a hook which cracked off the side of his head. Down went Meachem. He would have gotten up. He had it in his eyes that he wanted to get up. But as soon as he went down from the shot, referee Larry Hazard stepped in and ended it.
Well, that was the 3rd knockdown. That second one was questionable, but I think by this time it was all academic. Evander Holyfield, 23 years old, out of Atlanta, Georgia, pursues his professional career after the Olympic gold eluded him in controversial fashion, and he will take no prisoners here as a pro. 7-0, his 4th knockout. Let's get the official time now from ring announcer Ed Darian.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Larry Hazard stops this bout at 1 minute and 2 seconds of the 5th round, and a winner by a TKO for his 7th straight win in his many pro bouts, Evander Rio Dio Holyfield. Holyfield, maestro.